Today's show is sponsored by DVCBuyResale.com. DVCBuyResale.com is a great place to buy or sell your Disney Vacation Club membership. You can view their current Disney Vacation Club resales, get answers to frequently asked questions, and see the DVC points charts all at DVCBuyResale.com. Or call Chantel directly at 1-800-844-4099. This is Walt Disney World Today. Give us 5 minutes and we'll give you the world.
It's Friday, April 11th, 2008, and this is episode 395 of Walt Disney World Today. I'm Matt Hodgford from StudioCentral.com. On the show today, we have Len Testa, co-author of the unofficial guide to Walt Disney World. Hi, Len.
Hey, Matt. You know, I'd like our listeners to consider something over the weekend after they listen to our show. Wouldn't the world be a better place if we all just put a little love in our heart and a little heart in our love?
I'm not singing back up to that, but I'll take your word for it. Also on the show today, we have a man who, when he gets his knee checked out soon, he'll be going to a paleontologist. It's Mike Scopa of allears.net. Welcome, Mike.
That door is opening once again, and this time it's opening for you.
Tower of Terror. Also on the show today, we have Mike Newell of Mouse World Radio. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Matt, tell the truth. You had to look up patheologist, right?
Paleontologist.
You had to look that up, right?
Paleontologist.
Anything for a good old joke.
Exactly.
On today's show, we're going to be talking about a topic that comes about in our listener emails quite a bit. And people always ask us, how do you do all 4 parks in one day? And certainly, it can come up. A lot of people, maybe will only be able to swing one day at the parks, or maybe they're bringing some friends down who can only come down for one day, and they want to try to get everything in there. So this will be our guide to getting all 4 parks in one day. Now, before we get into the actual A, B, and C, we probably should lay down some ground rules, if you will. Certainly, to do all 4 parks in one day, you have to be very selective, right, Len?
Yeah, you're hitting the highlights of each park.
Right. So we're assuming this. I guess this guide is assuming not only do you want to do all 4 parks, but you probably want to do the headliner attractions. You're not looking to go to like all 4 parks and do the TTA, Sounds Dangerous, and Triceratops Spin.
Yeah, you're definitely concentrating on the big ones like Hall of Presidents and
that's right.
Interventions. You want to get the Sounds Dangerous in there. Yeah, good.
Ice Station Cool.
Wonder.
Ice Station Cool. Yeah, Wonder.
I'll have to call it Club Cool now.
Cool.
Okay, so we've 2 basic ground rules. You want to go to all 4 parks. You're going to do the headliner attractions, basically.
Yep.
So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the first park, first of all, you got to wake up early. You got to be there for opening for whatever park you're doing. Mm-hmm. Len, would you even go as far as to say that if you're staying on property to go do extra magic hours at the park that you're doing?
Yeah, I think it would be helpful if you had other morning or evening extra magic hours, because it'd help you get through one of the parks easier.
Okay.
So that would definitely it's not necessary, but it definitely helps.
And certainly, while we're talking about things that could help you out, going during a time of the year when park hours are longer would be advantageous to you?
Yeah, definitely. You want to, if you can go to a time where the Magic Kingdom is open until 11 p.m.,
yep.
That would be, or later, midnight would be fabulous, because then you'd get to see, possibly see all 3 parks close, or 3 of the 4 parks close. Oh, you'd probably see all 4, actually. Go ahead.
Okay, so So, the first park to go to, are we kind of in agreement? It's probably Animal Kingdom?
Yes.
I might be different, but go ahead. Let me hear what you're saying, what you're going with.
Okay, well, my thought was Animal Kingdom, and I think, Mike, I'll let you chime in on this. My thought was Animal Kingdom, you could do Everest, and you could I could see 3 attractions, really. Everest, the Safari, and Primeval Whirl, I think you could sneak in.
I thought you were going to say the exit.
The exit?
The Oasis on the way out, baby.
I missed a good opportunity to slam Animal Kingdom.
All right.
Scopa?
I think you're right, Matt. I think I was looking at what I would do. Number one, I definitely would go with extra magic hours. And if you're going to do the Animal Kingdom, you may want to do it on a Monday when they do have their extra magic hour mornings, and get in there early. And I'd definitely put Everest down there. I'd probably put Dinosaur down there, and maybe Kilimanjaro Safaris, and then head off to my next destination.
So, Len, if you're doing Animal Kingdom and we're talking about the attractions that we mentioned just now, would you say that it's probably best to do them in the order of Everest first, followed by Kilimanjaro Safari, followed by Primeval Whirl, and or probably just Dinosaur?
It's not actually the strategy that we use in the official guide. I would say get a fast pass for Everest, do Primeval Whirl, Dinosaur, check out your fast pass return time for Everest, and maybe fit in Kilimanjaro Safari.
Okay.
First. It's a little bit more walking, but I mean, you're visiting 4 parks in a given day, so what the heck?
Yeah, exactly. What would be probably the time that you guys all think that we should be out of Animal Kingdom by, if we are doing that as the first park?
Let's see, if it's park opens at 9, 10:30?
10:30 is what I have, yep.
Yep, okay. So, now, Len, you didn't agree with us for Animal Kingdom first. Where were you going to lean towards?
I was considering Epcot, actually.
Okay.
And I was thinking you could do Soarin', Test Track, Mission Space, maybe Spaceship Earth, and then get out of there by 11. And I was thinking about doing Animal Kingdom third after the studios.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was just a thought. I wasn't saying that it was absolutely the way to go, just for the sake of argument.
Okay. Well, we'll give that's certainly a good alternative. Scopa, let's stick with our touring plan for a second here. We're done Animal Kingdom. Where are we heading after that in your mind?
It's really funny because I wrote down when I'd leave the Animal Kingdom, and I've got myself leaving between 10:30 and 11. I've got myself going over to the studios. Yep. This is for a couple of reasons. Number one, you don't want to get there you don't want to get there first because nothing happens till about 10 o'clock.
Right.
So I figure if I get there sometime around 11:30, it's not too bad. The only 2 attractions I'm going to concentrate on as soon as I get in there is going to be Tower of Terror, and it's going to be Rock and Roller Coaster. And I'm guessing the next one, maybe the Great Movie Ride, and then I'm out of there.
I was actually gonna sub in instead of Great Movie Ride, I was gonna do Toy Story Mania with its.
I was gonna say, yeah, you gotta consider Toy Story Mania now.
Yeah.
Len, did you have the studios as your second option?
I did actually. I thought that was a great second option. And there, I think the lines for Tower of Terror won't be too long. You could fast pass Rock and Roller Coaster and maybe head off and do Star Tours or some other attraction.
Yeah, I would agree. Fast pass Coaster first, wait for Tower, probably Toy Story Mania, and then come back for Coaster. Assuming it's not going to take too much time up over there. Would you recommend now having lunch at the studios, or would you proceed to the next park for lunch?
Studios wouldn't be too bad. I mean, you could do Backlot Express.
Yep.
It's not bad in terms of dining options. I don't think it'd be terrible.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to do a counter service, obviously.
Yeah, you can't. You don't really have time for anything else. The only thing I would say is, so for my park, I would be headed to Animal Kingdom next.
And Scopa, we would be heading towards Epcot next?
Well, it depends. If this is on a Friday, I think I'd go to Magic Kingdom next, only because Epcot would have extra Magic Hour evenings and they'd be open till about midnight. But if it's anything other than a Friday, I'm probably going to go to Epcot next.
Okay, let's assume for Epcot next, just simply because your other plan only accommodates one day of the week. So let's try to go with that. Len, would you say for your Animal Kingdom plan, before we hit Epcot, your Animal Kingdom plan would have been the same as ours earlier?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, and I would say for this one, you know what though, I'm seeing where this problem's going to go, where this touring plan's going to go wrong, because you've really only got 2 major attractions. People are going to be crowding in both. You're going to have to wait in one line or the other, either in Everest or in Kilimanjaro Safaris. But even then, Dinosaur and Primeval Whirl can be long. So yeah, my day will have been screwed up at this point. So I'd just be stomping around asking people if they want to sell me fast passes, and I'd actually probably be drinking beer, walking around, going, "You and your stupid fast passes."
You'd be walking around. Do you know who I am?
You know who I am, Lou Mongello, formerly of New Jersey.
So now back at Epcot. Now Len highlighted how to do Epcot in the morning, but this is gonna be a little different now. I think we're all in agreement that the first thing you do in Epcot is go get a fast pass for Soarin'. If it's still available, obviously.
Yeah, I think so. But the thing is, it's gonna be so far out.
I know. Soarin's gonna be the hardest attraction I think to work in.
Yeah, and, I mean, you could just wait the hour though. That's the thing. If you're remember, you're trying to get in and out. So if it's a choice between waiting 2 hours for a fast pass and waiting an hour in line, you wait an hour in line.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let me ask you this: what are you doing besides Soarin'? What else are we doing in Epcot?
You want to do Test Track, Mission Space, Spaceship Earth?
That'd be good. Certainly, I think, Test Track, but I think that'd be too difficult to work out unless you're dealing with park hours where, the Magic Kingdom, which is you're saving for last, is open until like 1 o'clock in the morning or something like that.
Yeah, maybe, but if it is,
but we can't really make that assumption because clearly that's not the case most of the time.
Right.
So you would go for Soarin' first.
If it's got fast passes left, yeah. Otherwise, I would. Might as well bite the bullet and wait in line. What time of day are we getting there? About what, like 1, 2,
2, 3 o'clock? I would say probably.
Ooh.
If you're going to be peak week, I would actually go in reverse order. I would do Spaceship Earth, Mission Space, Test Track, and Soarin', and see whatever line is shorter. I would get in that line because I think the longer line would probably start to shorten after that.
Yeah, it's a good point. I would probably do Mission Space first. That's probably going to be, of all 3 of those, that's got to have the shortest wait, no matter what time of the day it is.
Yeah, so by 3 o'clock, line should start to get shorter. I would say that if the choice is betting on whether a line's going to get longer or shorter at 3 o'clock, bet that it's going to get shorter.
Yeah. And the other thing, which we didn't mention in the beginning, but thinking about it, I think we all kind of assumed it among the 4 of us, but renting a car is really the way to do this, right?
I was thinking about that. I'm not so sure because you get to the Magic Kingdom, you got to park, and that's half an hour.
Well, here's the other thing. What if you did this line? What if you drove everywhere?
I know where you're going with this. Yeah,
and when you get to Epcot, you took the monorail to the Magic Kingdom next.
Okay, yeah, that would work.
Okay.
That's a great idea, actually. So that means you pretty much have to go to...
Yeah, but that works if you go to Magic Kingdom first and Epcot last.
No, you could do that. Go to the Magic Kingdom and then take the monorail back to Epcot.
Yeah, so we've got Magic Kingdom third, and then we've got Epcot at the end of the day.
No. Why wouldn't it work the other way around, Scopa?
Well, what you're saying is that we're parking at Epcot.
Yes.
And then we're taking the monorail to Magic Kingdom?
Yes.
Okay, but this is after we've already done Epcot?
Yes.
Yeah, then at the end of the day, you're taking it back.
Okay, I gotcha. All right. Yeah, that works.
Okay. So you're doing, you got your 3 attractions which we outlined in Epcot. Soarin'.
You could probably pick up dinner in Epcot, too. I think at this point, you've got enough time if the Magic Kingdom's open that late.
And again, it's got to be counter service time. Right.
If it's open until midnight and you're there like at 6 or 7 o'clock, you got 5 hours. Jeez.
It also depends how adventurous you're trying to be. Some people might say, "Hey, all I want to do is Soarin' and Epcot, and I'm done." And then you have some more time to play with. Or maybe some people say, "You know what? It's not worth it to me to stand in line for an hour for Soarin'. I'm just going to do Spaceship Earth, Mission Space, maybe Test Track instead, or maybe a combination of just a couple of those." And again, you can work with more time. It all depends on what you're trying to do, certainly.
I'm guessing, Matt, if you're getting there early afternoon, maybe 2 o'clock or whatever, I'm guessing the lines are going to be pretty long for Soarin'. And if you get a fast pass for Soarin', it's probably, depending upon the time of year, it's probably going to be looking at a distribution time of maybe 5 or 6 o'clock. So if that's the case, then you can do Mission Space, you can do Test Track, maybe you can do Spaceship Earth, then come back, do Soarin', and then eat at the food court at the land, and then head out. That's a great
note there, Scopa. The other thing is, I'm thinking that realistically speaking, if you're lucky, you're getting into Epcot before 3 o'clock p.m. I'm thinking 3 is probably closer to what you're looking at in terms of an arrival time, considering you're eating at the studios,
right?
And some other factors going into it, travel time and everything like that. Okay, so you've got Epcot basically, and now we're moving on to the Magic Kingdom to finish out our night.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing in the Magic Kingdom?
This is easy. This is very easy because by the time you get to the Magic Kingdom, it's probably getting close to maybe Spectral Magic time or an hour or so before, so everybody's lining up. So you go into the Magic Kingdom, and my guess is that you're going to do the mountains. You're going to do Space Mountain first, and then you're going to head over to Liberty Square, and everybody's lining up, and on the way over to Splash and Big Thunder, you stop in at Haunted Mansion, and then you go over, you walk that boardwalk, and you do Big Thunder, and you do Splash in that order while everyone's watching Spectral Magic. And if you get a chance, possibly you do Pirates on the way out.
I like that.
I totally agree with that. That's a great plan.
That's terrific. Now that we've kind of outlined that, let me ask you, have you guys ever attempted 4 parks in one day?
We should so try it. I've done 3 easy. I don't know if I've done 4.
Three's easy, but
Yeah, 3's no problem at all. We should try 4 one day while we're there.
It might not be a bad idea. And certainly, again, like we mentioned, if you could time this on a day where the Magic Kingdom is going to be open till like 11 o'clock or later, it's going to be a huge advantage to you to give you the time. And certainly, working in different attractions or swapping one out. Certainly, some people are fans of. Some people might say, "Hey, you know what? To me, it's more important for me to go to the studios and not ride Rock and Roller Coaster. I'd rather go do the Great Movie Ride." And you can swap those out, and you may end up coming up with better times or not. Could depend.
Yeah, if you're swapping out a more popular attraction for a less popular attraction, I think you definitely have a chance there of improving some of your times. But let's face it, let's go with the most popular ones and see what happens. We should really try that. I think we have enough stuff to try in May that we might need another trip in June.
Newell, are you down?
In May,
Star Wars weekends, first weekend. Well, you're not coming in. So there you go. So that's in a nutshell is how to do 4 parks in one day. And that's it for us today. If you want to find our older episodes, read our show notes, or send us your comments, visit the Walt Disney World Today website at wdwtoday.com. For Len Testa, Mike Scopa, and Mike Newell, I'm Matt Hochberg. We'll see you on the next show.
This has been a production of Mouse World Radio. Today's show is sponsored by DVCBuyResale.com. DVCBuyResale.com is a great place to buy or sell your Disney Vacation Club membership. You can view their current Disney Vacation Club resales, get answers to frequently asked questions, and see the DVC points charts all at DVCBuyResale.com. Or call Chantel directly at 1-800-844-4099.